Welcome back to my channel. I'm James. Today, I've got a very exciting episode in my highly requested ongoing video series. Top upcoming 4K Ultra HD Blu Ray movies and TV series releases, big 4K movie announcements, reveals, collector's film chat episode number 47. And I have some massive surprises in this video for all of you today. Stuff that I just learned about actually last night when the studios notified me about them that I'm including in this video. Massive announcements throughout this entire video and some big surprises at the end that I can share officially with all of you now. And let me tell you, we are just diving into some of the biggest movie 4K releases of the year. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. I shared in the last episode in this ongoing series. If you haven't checked out that video, you're gonna wanna check out that one as well. That one was massive. This is continuing that. As I shared in that video, we were just kind of continuing down this road of all of the massive holiday releases, all these big studio announcements that are coming out, and they just keep piling it on. As I was filming this video, I started getting email notifications from studios about stuff that I'm working on for my next video as well. There is so much stuff the studios are sending me. I'm having a hard time keeping up with all of it, and that's why this video series is constantly ongoing every week to keep all of you updated with the latest and greatest news in the 4K industry. Now I am going to touch on Sixth Sense and Signs that was just recently shared with me from Disney and 20th Century. I'm going to actually be including that in the next episode here. Actually, it's going to be included in my Studio Insider episode that's coming up here next week, because there's a bunch of other Studio Insider information that Disney and 20th Century shared that I'm going to be sharing in that video. So I wanted to make sure to include that all together, and I'll share the big announcement with all the specs they shared, as well as some pretty darn big surprises and treats that are really going to surprise all of you. There's some pretty juicy announcements in there about stuff that's being worked on with future 4K restorations, and I'll be sharing that in my upcoming Studio Insider video that should be out the beginning of next week here. That's what I'm working on now as I'm finishing up this video. Man, I gotta tell you, this is an amazing time for physical media. We are just blowing it up lately. This channel is blowing up, which I love to see, and it's all coming from all of these massive announcements. People are really excited. They're excited for what I'm doing here on the channel. They're excited for all of these announcements and 4Ks coming out. It's a wonderful time to be a physical media fan and collector, and I gotta say, I'm really loving it. Now, it's always extremely important, if you decide you're gonna buy or add any of these titles to your collection, always go down and use those direct Amazon sale links I've pinned as a comment in the comment section right below this video. You see those links down there never cost you, the viewer, even a penny extra to click on them. But when you click and buy through those, it helps to support the creation and the time and the hard work I put into all of these massive videos. So if these videos have helped you out and you enjoy them, always make sure to click and buy through those direct Amazon sale links right down there below. Now, starting off on September 3rd, we have A League of Their Own from 1992. This has Madonna, Tom Hanks. I really love this baseball sports drama. It's a really great film. Well, originally it was included in Volume 1 of the Columbia Classics collection, and it was exclusive to that. That went out of print. It goes for $1,000 or more. Actually, that said it's included in my top most expensive video series. I included it in there because it's one of the most expensive 4K sets you can get, because that was how they printed it, and then it went out of print and there were so few of them made. Well, this is being released separately now, and it actually has a brand new Sony Dolby Vision 4K transfer. So this is a different Sony Dolby Vision transfer than what was included with HDR10 in that original 4K set. I own that 4K set, I've enjoyed that, but I'll be honest with you, I did pre-order and buy this new League of Their Own with the new Dolby Vision transfer. It is a native 4K transfer, and it does have Dolby Atmos audio mix. And Sony's releasing it as a collector's limited slipcover edition set, so it will come with a slipcover. I am excited to check out and see if it's an upgrade over the original release in the Columbia Classics collection that I own. Now, most of the time, these are always an upgrade because the new Dolby Vision transfers, they tweak the image, they work with the film grain, they increase the bit rate, they work with the colors, and then the Dolby Vision just adds a nice layer to it as well. So most of the time with these Sonys, it's usually an easy upgrade that I do notice between the Dolby Vision and the original HDR10 transfers. And this is one of those films I really enjoy, so I'm glad they are providing Dolby Vision on it to really round it out and provide it as the ultimate way to own this film. Now, continuing September 3rd, we're getting Amityville Horror from 2005. Now, this has Ryan Reynolds in it, and it's actually the reboot remake of the original 1979 classic that, if you've watched my channel, I previously reviewed the 1979 4K restoration that came out on 4K. It's a great 4K release, and I love that one. But I'll be honest with you, I really enjoyed Ryan Reynolds and Melissa George's performance in this, and there's a lot of elements in this 2005 reboot remake that I actually really enjoyed, even more so than the 1979 version. Now, for this upcoming 4K release, they did a brand new 4K scan of the original DI film negatives, along with Dolby Vision HDR10 Master and DTS HD Master Audio 5.1 audio mix. This is one of those that comes from Shout and Scream Factory with a limited collector's edition slipcover set, so it will have that limited edition collector's slipcover included on it. I do like the artwork on it because they're using some of that original like poster style, and I do like that they're continuing to release a lot of these great horror films that were kind of underrated at the time. The more I go back and watch them, the more I really enjoy them, and this is one of those, just like the 1979 I reviewed. If you haven't checked out that review, I did an exclusive 4K versus Blu-ray image comparison on that. That's a stunning 4K release, and I'm really hoping this one lives up to that, so that way I can have it in my Amityville horror collection. Now, continuing same day and date, we're getting Repo Man from 1984. Now, this is one of those darker sci-fi with some black comedy elements. It really was one of those films, originally when it came out in the 80s, was very misunderstood. A lot of people didn't get the story. They really just felt like it was a little bit just kind of dark for what it was trying to portray. For me, it's grown over time as kind of more a cult classic sci-fi film. I do enjoy it. Well, this is coming out from the Criterion collection with a brand new 4K digital restoration of the original camera negative. It is a native 4K with Dolby Vision and HDR10 Master and LPCM mono audio mix. Because I grew up in the 80s and I love the 80s and I'm a sucker for everything from the 80s, I am excited for this cult classic sci-fi film. Now, continuing September 3rd, we're getting Tim Burton's Sweeney Todd, the Demon Barber of Fleet Street, finally released over a year later after the original exclusive release in the Paramount Scares Volume 1. Now, if you followed me here on my channel, the Paramount Scares Volume 1 I dived into and did exclusive 4K versus Blu-ray image comparisons on every one of the films in that big box set. Now, that's available right now on this channel. The title that was included in that was Sweeney Todd. Originally, they tried to keep it a secret and asked all of the reviewers not to reveal the title, but to review it anyways. So I did that uniquely in that box set. But that image comparison in there is of Sweeney Todd. Now, in there, it actually is a very good native 4K transfer with Dolby Vision HDR10 Master and Dolby True HD 5.1. If you want the full image comparisons to see the quality upgrade between the Blu-ray and this new upcoming 4K transfer, you'll want to go watch my full review. This is one of those that I am excited they finally decided to release it separately, because I know a lot of folks were disappointed because they weren't able to get the original box set. Well, a year or so later, they're finally releasing it separately. So for all the information on that 4K release, make sure to check out my full review. Now, if you haven't done so yet, make sure to go down there, give this video a like and a thumbs up for me, hit that subscribe button and the bell notification. That way you're notified right away whenever I release any of these big announcement and reveal videos. You never want to miss out on any of this content, so make sure to go down there, give this video a like and a thumbs up for me, hit that subscribe button and the bell notification. Now, continuing September 3rd, we're getting The Boy from 2016. Now, this has one of the actresses from The Walking Dead that I really enjoy in it. It's basically the story of a doll that basically has some twisted elements to it. It's got a really good twist to it that I personally really enjoyed. A lot of people missed out on this originally when it came out, but it's a very good kind of a mixture of sci-fi, supernatural horror elements mixed together in a light horror package. It's not too over the top at all, but it's a very fun and enjoyable film to sit back on a Saturday afternoon and watch, and I go back to it every once in a while, so this is one of those I am glad they're finally releasing on 4K. Well, for this upcoming 4K release, they're doing a brand new native 4K transfer from the original film elements, along with Dolby Vision HDR10 Master and English Dolby Atmos audio mix. You know, I really got to talk about here for a second what Shout and Scream Factory's been doing by providing more and more Dolby Atmos audio mixes on their 4K releases. and I gotta say, I love it. I just recently reviewed their Poltergeist 2 The Other Side release, where they included a new Dolby Atmos mix on that. If you want to check out that review, it's included in my last top new upcoming episode, number 46. That's available right now on this channel. The review is inside that video with all of my testing data as well. And I'll tell you, that was one of those I really enjoyed, that they're adding these unique elements by including new Dolby Atmos mixes, which I applaud them for that. Thankfully, they're continuing that with The Boy. Now, in this collector's limited edition slipcover set, they're also including 7 brand new special features included in this set. It will have that limited edition slipcover in the first pressing included in this, so it is another nice set from Scream Factory that I'm looking forward to. Now, same day and date, we're getting Creepshow from 1982 in a one-time only limited edition SteelBook reprint. Now, this was previously a retailer exclusive that basically went out of print, and it's been out of print for a while. Well, Scream Factory is doing a one-time limited edition reprint of this limited edition SteelBook that I didn't get originally. I'm excited for. I pre-ordered mine because I'm really massively addicted to collecting these SteelBooks. Now, if you want my full in-depth review and analysis on the 4K transfer of Creepshow, you'll want to check out my top 10 80s horror movies on 4K Ultra HD video. That's available right now on this channel. I dived into some of the best 4K releases of 80s horror movies, and this one is one of those that's in there. And I dived into and shared all the testing data and how amazing of a 4K transfer it is. It is a must-buy, must-own 4K release, and this 4K SteelBook is one of those that I highly recommend you add to your collection. Now, continuing same day and date, we're getting American Psycho 2-movie limited edition collection. It's a very unique limited edition collection only that only has 2,000 copies being printed, and then it goes out of print. They are numbered to 2,000 only. Once they sell out, they are not printing any more of these whatsoever. Now, this box set collection will have a native 4K with Dolby Vision, HDR, and Dolby Atmos audio mix. Now, I'll be honest, I've never seen the second film in the Psycho film collection. I've seen the first one, but the second one, American Psycho 2, I have not seen, but they're both being included in this limited edition box set. It'll have that unique cover artwork. It'll have postcards and a bunch of other limited edition collection inside an outside case that is very nice. So this is one of those very cool limited edition releases. Now, we're also getting DREDD from 2012 in a limited edition collection that's limited to 2,000 copies only. Now, this 4K transfer will have HDR10 and Dolby Atmos audio mix. It'll have a bunch of art cards, limited edition goodies, but again, 2,000 copies of this one only as well. Now, I'll put the links for all these limited edition down there as well, but keep in mind, once the 2,000 sell out, they're very numbered for that reason, because they never print these limited edition collections ever again. Now, this is the part of the video series where I jump out to share about big studio announcements, updates, limited edition releases, so that way all of you are aware about all of the latest and greatest going on, things the studios just shared with me about recent releases or things that they've changed the release dates on. So we're going to be starting off here on September 24th. We have an update on Despicable Me 4, the 2024 CGI family animated comedy movie that's really good. It's being released with a 4K transfer, HDR10 master, and Dolby Atmos on September 24th. Now, for a long time, they didn't release the official release date. I kept asking the studio when it was coming out, and they said, well, later this year, later this year. Finally, we know it's coming out on September 24th now. Now, moving ahead to October 8th, we have a massive day for limited edition releases here. Now, a lot of these the studios just shared with me a few minutes ago before I started filming this video, so I included them in this to get you the news and updates as soon as possible. And let me tell you, some of these really surprised me, but these are all limited editions on this date that you need to be aware of will sell out. Do not wait on any of these if you are interested in these, because they are being printed in very limited copies. So the first one we have is The Mummy from 1932. Now, this is being released in a limited edition SteelBook release that was previously a Best Buy exclusive that went out of print. Best Buy doesn't do physical media. They stopped making it. It was gone. They're doing a one-time reprint then it's going to be gone and go back to the aftermarket at a ridiculous price. If you missed out on this originally, that link down there below you can get your copy from. But I originally reviewed the transfer of this, and I did exclusive 4K versus Blu-ray image comparisons on all of the movies in that box set. That includes The Mummy that's being included in this limited edition steelbook. So if you haven't checked out that video yet, you'll want to watch that here on this channel, but it has the exact same contents, the exact same disc as what was included in the Universal Monsters collection, but in that limited edition, extremely expensive and out of print steelbook from Best Buy. One-time reprint only. Universal said once it's gone, it's gone. Now continuing the big limited edition announcements, same day and date, we're getting Five Nights at Freddy's, the 2023 really good sci-fi supernatural horror film. It's a slick film. I really enjoyed it. It's being released in a brand new limited edition steelbook release. I like the artwork on this a lot. Now the original transfer that's included in it is a native 4K transfer. It does have HDR10 master and English Dolby Atmos. That was very immersive and very enjoyable. If you have not picked this one up yet, the limited edition steelbook is the way to go. I already own the standard edition, but as most of you know, because I love limited edition steelbooks, I pre-ordered this one anyways because, man, they get me every time they say limited edition steelbook, and I get all excited because limited edition steelbook is what gets me really excited. But let me know in the comment section below what of all of these massive announcements in this video that you're really excited for. Make sure to share your excitement so that the studios can see what you're excited about and so that I can as well. Remember, the studios do look at the comment section in every one of these announcements videos to see what are all of you excited about, so that way they know, hey, everyone was really excited about this release or everyone was excited about that release. So make sure to share your excitement down below in the comment section. Now, one of the biggest announcements that really did surprise me was an extremely expensive and out of print Best Buy exclusive steelbook set. It's been out of print for a long time. It goes for $200 to $300 on the aftermarket. This is getting a one-time limited edition steelbook trilogy box set reprint, and it is the Halloween trilogy in an ultimate limited edition 3 steelbook housed in the bigger outside steelbook casing where it slips in with the protection. The really expensive and really cool Best Buy exclusive set is being reprinted and released one time only. Now, the link down there that I put down below is the exact link for this set. Now, it's going for roughly around 80, 90 bucks right now, so it's nowhere near the price what it was on the aftermarket. It's actually the original price it was at Best Buy originally. That's what it's going for through that link down there below. Now, Amazon did misprint in their link. It's the exact link, so when you're ordering through that link, keep in mind that's exactly for this ultimate limited steelbook set. That's the link I put down there below. They're going to adjust their link later on. They always do. They make some mistakes when they're typing those up. But otherwise, that link gets you this exact set. You order through those links down there. That's how you always get the exact items I'm talking about, that I'm announcing and sharing in these videos. I take a ton of time and work to make sure I get all of the exact links for every one of these. So that way, when you click through those links, you're getting the exact things that I'm announcing. Now, this Halloween Ultimate Trilogy box set came with some limited edition art cards that you can see in the pictures above, individual steelbooks for each of the Halloween films, then housed in that really cool, like what Warner Brothers does for like the Superman collection, where it had that really cool outside hard steelbook set on the outside. Keep in mind though, Universal was very specific. These are printed in very limited quantities. They are not printing a ton of these, they said. They expect these to sell out very fast. They do not expect these to last very long. If you are interested in this in the slightest, do not hesitate and wait, because these will be gone, and then it'll be one of those things I'll get all these comments saying, oh, I missed out on it, I wanted it at Best Buy, missed out on it then, and I missed out on it again. You don't want to pay those ridiculous $300, $200 on the aftermarket. Now is the time. The 80 bucks it's going for is a steal of a deal for this massive collection. The Ultimate Steelbooks is the ones that is the coolest collection for these films. So this is the one time it's being reprinted. Now is the time to order it. I've warned you all right now, so that way when you come back on here, if I get comments saying, oh, I missed out on it, I can only do what I can do by sharing the info as fast as I can with all of you, so that way you can pre-order it. Now, for each of the 3 films in this trilogy set, they will have 4K transfers with Dolby Vision, HDR10 masters, and Dolby Atmos and DTS:X audio mixes, the same exact disc specs that were released before, but contained in this ultimate trilogy limited edition SteelBook box set. It's gorgeous. I love the artwork on it. I think it's one of those really attractive SteelBook sets. Very excited because I missed out on this one originally. Now, staying with October 8th, we finally have the release date for MAXXXINE coming out on this day and date. This is the 2024 Ty West film. Now, we'll have a native 4K transfer, Dolby Vision HDR10 master, and Dolby Atmos audio mix. And that's the official artwork. It will come with a slipcover on it on the 4K case. They did say there is no SteelBook currently being planned. It's only for a standard 4K and a slipcover case. But now you have the official artwork and the official release date that the studio just shared with me. Now, moving out to October 15th, we have a big release that I've been waiting for many years. Actually, it was announced several years ago, and then it kind of went under the radar. Well, finally, we're officially getting Brick from 2005 with a brand new 4K scan of the original 35mm camera negative, along with Dolby Vision HDR10 master. That was all approved by director Rian Johnson himself. So it's all being approved by the original director, which I love when they get involved to make sure it presents their original intended vision. Now, it's also coming with a DTS HD Master Audio 5.1 audio mix. It will have some new special features specifically for this 4K release, and it will have a limited edition slipcover for it. So if you are interested in collecting those, now's the time to pre-order it because those limited edition slipcovers are only in the first pressing. I'm glad this one's finally coming out. It's a very unique experience for a film. Now, same day and date, a massive announcement from Sony. We're getting The Crown, the complete TV series that ran from 2016 to 2023 for 6 seasons, 4,620 minutes runtime in a big limited collector's box set that has limited edition packaging. It'll have 24 Blu Ray discs spread across for the entire series in this box set. I will tell you the packaging is very nice looking. Sony has been doing a lot more of these limited edition, basically Blu Ray set releases for these complete series sets. I do like what they're doing because they're very premium feeling. When you get them, they're just very nice sets. So I am glad this is being released in one massive box set. Now, we'll also have DTS HD Master Audio 5.1 audio mix for every episode in the entire series. And let me tell you, that runtime, that is an impressive runtime. You'll be watching this for quite a while. Now, jumping out to October 22nd, we've got a bunch of more surprises. We're getting VEP, which is the entire complete TV series that ran from 2012 to 2019. All 7 seasons, 1,930 minutes runtime, and 65 episodes. It'll include DTS HD Master Audio 5.1 audio mix, all spread across 13 Blu Ray discs in this box set. It's nice that, again, we're getting more of these Blu Ray TV series sets released. The end of this year, I think we're going to break a record for the most Blu Ray complete TV series sets that I've ever announced, as well as the most for 4Ks, because the amount of announcements I get every day and emails from studios is truly shocking. And that is why this video series, every week, there's so much I cram into these videos to try to share with all of you. All of these big announcements and data and specs. So much exciting stuff. Now, same day and date, we're getting From Dusk Till Dawn, the complete TV series that ran from 2014 to 2016 for a full 3 seasons, 1,416 minutes runtime, spread across 9 Blu Ray discs with DTS HD Master Audio 5.1 audio mix, another complete TV series Blu Ray set. Basically, it continues the story of what From Dusk Till Dawn, the original movie, had, just kind of expanding that vampire sci-fi universe. It's very gory, it's got sexual content, it's very over the top. I will tell you, it's one of those TV series, I think it was originally on Starz. So if that tells you anything, if you remember Starz, it was like a Skinamax station that had tons of stuff on it. Anyhow, it's one of those types of TV series, but it's finally being released in a complete TV series box set. Now, continuing October 22nd, we're getting Rules of Engagement from 2000. Now, this is one of my personal favorite Tommy Lee Jones films. I really enjoy his performance in this. It's very similar to me, like his overall gruffness of what he had in The Fugitive. I've always really enjoyed Tommy Lee Jones. It has Samuel L. Jackson in it. It's a war, thriller, action, all mixed together in a great film. And I highly recommend the film itself. If you have not checked it out yet, The 4K is the way I would recommend watching it though, because the previous Blu-ray transfer is extremely poor, it's hard to watch. So I'm looking forward to when this arrives early for review. Kino Lorber did let me know they are sending this to me early for review as well. But this is one of those films I really enjoy, and I'm glad to hear that they're doing a brand new 4K scan of the original 35mm camera negative. It is a native 4K with Dolby Vision and HDR10 Master, along with DTS HD Master Audio 5.1 lossless audio mix. And a nice added bonus, Kino Lorber shared it's going to be put on a BD100 4K disc. So they're giving it plenty of room to breathe. So I estimate, even though I haven't seen it for review yet, my guess is it's going to have one of those ridiculously high rough average bit rates, which helps the image overall. So I am very much looking forward to checking this one out. Now, continuing October 22nd, we're getting The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari. Now, this is the 1920 film. I have not seen this one at all. But I'll be honest with you, after the studio shared the announcement, I went and researched it, and it's a very unique experience. Basically, originally it was kind of like one of those silent films. Well, now they've done a brand new 4K restoration. It is a native 4K, and now they've actually added in audio to it with a new orchestral score by Jeff Beal. Now, it will have a DTS HD Master Audio 5.1 audio mix. It's got a very unique color stylized look to it. And I'm excited to experience this because I'm branching out and experiencing kind of a lot of these older films that I've never seen to kind of expand my horizons. I've really enjoyed them, and this is one of those that if you go look up kind of like the images from it, man, it's a very unique look and a very unique experience. Now, this is going to come to me early for review. Kino Lorber did let me know they are sending that to me early for review, so I'll be excited to dive into and check this one out as well. Now, jumping out to November 5th, a big release in M. Night Shyamalan's Trap. Now, this is the 2024 mystery, thriller, horror with a bunch of twists. M. Night Shyamalan's known for that. It's a very enjoyable film. Well, it's coming out in a slipcover edition as a native 4K with Dolby Vision, HDR10, and Dolby Atmos audio mix. Very excited for this one because I'm a massive M. Night Shyamalan fan. And let me tell you, you'll want to stay tuned to this channel and make sure you're subscribed, because my next big studio insider video where I'm going to share some hidden things the studio shared with me, I've got some big news to share with all of you. You'll be very excited. Now, moving ahead to November 12th, we're getting SpongeBob SquarePants the movie that I previously reviewed here on this channel in its limited edition steelbook set. Paramount, basically because of the excitement for that release, and basically after the steelbook was harder to come by, they are now releasing it in a standard 4K case. Now, I did ask Paramount, is this kind of going to be part of the course for their limited edition steelbook releases? And they said no. They said this is just a one-time thing they're doing for this one. Most of their limited edition steelbooks, once they sell out, they don't print them again. They said that just in this case, because in other countries they were releasing it in a standard case instead of a steelbook, basically they thought, well, we'll just release it as a standard case later on after the steelbook sold so well. They did it on its own, so it's kind of a one-off thing. I did an exclusive 4K versus Blu-ray image comparison, showing you the exact quality differences. It's one of those you've gotta see the image comparison because it will shock and surprise you. Now, this is the part of the video series where I get to my big 4K news and updates segment. This is where all of the latest information I get, I put into this segment to give you a bunch of updates and a bunch of huge reveals to make sure you're aware of all these limited edition releases before they sell out. And let me tell you, some of these, as of making this video, have already started blinking in and out of stock, that they're actually already selling out. I announced them on my Twitter and X, which is 4K Blu-ray Reviews. I actually made that announcement at 3 a.m. in the morning. I was working on it from midnight till 3 a.m. in the morning, which I shouldn't do because of my health. With my nerve damage, the pain, and all that I live with, man, staying up late at night really affects my health really bad and causes massive inflammation in my face and down my body, and the pain gets way worse. But I do it for all of you because I was so excited. I wanted to make sure to get that information out to all of you as soon as possible. Well, to start off with, we're getting the Terminator from 1984, James Cameron's sci-fi classic film that is an awesome action film. Highly recommend it. It's one of my favorite 80s films of all time. Well, the studio shared with me it got a brand new 4K restoration of the original 35mm camera negative. It is being released as a native 4K, and it will have a Dolby Vision HDR10 Master and a brand new immersive Dolby Atmos audio mix. Now, I did talk with my studio contacts about this, and I want to share some specific information with all of you. They did share that for the Dolby Atmos audio mix, they actually went in and fixed the gun sound effects, a lot of the SFX that are in it that were basically dumbed down and did not sound correctly or accurately, and they were very dull on some of the previous Blu-ray releases. They've gone back and fixed those for this brand new Dolby Atmos audio mix, and what they shared is it's supposed to be at the same level of quality that what they hear when they worked on it and all the work they did on it as what I previously reviewed for Twister. In my top upcoming episode number 38, I did a full in-depth review and analysis on the reference quality Twister 4K release. If you have not checked that out yet, you want to go back and watch episode number 38. I did my full in-depth analysis and review with all of my testing data on that release. It is a reference quality Dolby Atmos audio mix. They said compared to that, that is what this one is basically being ranked as, the same as that Twister Dolby Atmos audio mix. So when I heard that, I was thrilled. I was totally in for this. And let me tell you, I pre-ordered the limited edition SteelBook just to make sure I got a copy as well, regardless of if it's being sent for review or not. I wanted to support this release because it's one of my favorite films of all time. Now, it is being released in a standard 4K case that has a slipcover and a limited edition SteelBook. Now, I will tell you the limited edition SteelBook has already blinked in and out of stock several times. It's sold out at almost every single website from when I announced it at 3 a.m. in the morning. I was shocked when I announced it at 3 a.m. So that's blinking in and out, but I will warn you right now for the standard 4K case that has a slipcover as well. If you're interested in that at all as well, do not wait to pre-order yours through the link down there below, and here's why. Warner Brothers was specific in that this is the same thing that's going on that I shared in my previous 100,000 subscriber video with all the inside information I shared that the studios are dealing with. Even for the standard slipcover edition, it's just like with Twister. If you remember when that came out, any of you that have been paying attention, when Twister came out, it was not available at any stores. It was not available on any websites. It was sold out everywhere, even the standard slipcover case. Because of the manufacturing issues with the discs that I talked about in that 100,000 subscriber video celebration, I shared a bunch of studio insider information that the studio shared with me what's going on in the industry. They can only print so many discs right now. The one plant is so limited that's what they're stuck with is printing a very limited amount of them. So all of these announcements I'm sharing here through the rest of this video, both the limited edition SteelBooks and the standard 4K cases, there's only a limited copy being printed of them. Heck, it took Twister almost 2 months to ever come back in stock. If you are even wanting to watch this film or own it within the first 2 months, make sure to go down and pre-order your copy for the standard slipcover case and for that limited edition SteelBook, so that way you don't miss out on it. Now, I'll be honest with you, the SteelBook I do not see lasting at all, any stock at all, through the next 4 days. It's going to be gone because what it's blinking already, I'll be amazed if we ever even see this SteelBook come back in stock because of the amount of people that pre-ordered it immediately when I announced it. So keep that in mind. Now is the time, if you have not done it yet, if you have not gotten that limited edition SteelBook or the slipcover case, pre-order it if you want to be able to watch this film within the first 2 months at least. I am thrilled this is coming out because this is one of those that I've been waiting a very long time for. Warner Brothers does an amazing job with their restorations, and they're the ones that worked on this with James Cameron's studio, and so they worked with the original film elements and did this with their restoration studio. Knowing the work that was done for the Dolby Atmos, this is one of those I am thrilled for. Now, another massive announcement from Warner Brothers. We're finally getting North by Northwest from 1959. Now, I previously announced this in a Studio Insider video series. That was quite a while back when I announced that it was coming out later this year. Thrilled to announce that it's coming out in a limited edition SteelBook release and a slipcover set. But this is another one of those, the limited edition SteelBook is already blinking in and out of stock. It's sold out at most other retailers. If you have not ordered it yet, do not wait. What I think so horrible is I went onto eBay after I announced this at 3 a.m. in the morning because I was curious. A few hours later, they're already showing up on eBay with the scalpers, and they're selling them for double the price that you can buy it right now for. So if you like this film, it's a great Cary Grant, Alfred Hitchcock mystery spy thriller. It's one of those Alfred Hitchcock masterpieces. I cannot recommend the film enough. It is one of my favorite Cary Grant films of all time. I have seen this film probably 35 times in my lifetime. That is how much I love this film. Well, Warner Brothers did a brand new 4K restoration of the original camera negative. It is a native 4K and it will have an HDR10 master. I will tell you I like the limited edition SteelBook artwork a lot. That's the one I went and pre-ordered right away. If you're interested in that slipcover though, keep in mind again, Warner Brothers was clear they're having a hard time getting discs, so it's going to be just like Twister for all the rest of these announcements. If you want to be able to own this or watch this, the price is great right now. I think the SteelBook goes for around 30 bucks, the standard slipcover is around 24, and right now that's the price. If you want to be able to watch it, don't forget to pre-order yours, because what'll happen is they sell out and then 2 months, 3 months later, especially with the holidays coming up, then they can get more printed at that time. So it's limited printing for all of these, and they're already blinking out of stock within a few hours of me making the announcements. That's how massive these releases are. Let me know in the comment section below how excited you are for this one as well. I'm really curious. All these big announcements I'm sharing at the end of the video, make sure to start the conversation down below. Let me know what of these films are some of your favorite films. I really can't tell you how blessed we all are with some of these massive announcements. North by Northwest I have been waiting for years. Now, continuing the massive announcements, we got Blazing Saddles from 1974, the Mel Brooks satirical Western comedy. Amazed in the kind of climate we live in now that we're getting this film. It literally touches on everything. If you have not watched the film, I want to see the support for this one. This is another one though, limited printing. So the artwork you see above is for the limited edition SteelBook with the blazing saddle. I love that, like, tongue-in-cheek, it's a blazing saddle on fire. I like that. And then you have the standard slipcover artwork. Now, Warner Brothers shared it did get a brand new 4K restoration of the original camera negative. It is a native 4K with HDR10, and here's a massive surprise and treat Warner Brothers shared. It's getting a brand new Dolby Atmos audio mix. Limited edition SteelBook's where it's at for me. I really like that tongue-in-cheek for the blazing saddle. But again, I'm warning you, they are already blinking out of stock. And I absolutely hate what I'm seeing right now is that already on the aftermarket, they're putting these for $60 to $100 for the limited edition SteelBook and for the slipcover one, because they know that these are going to be sold out before the release date ever comes. I really don't like that happens, that all these people buy these up to resell them. You know, I buy one for myself, and I'm just telling you personally as a collector, I do this because I love all of your excitement, and I love the excitement of doing this as well. I collect these 4Ks, and I buy myself one. I don't go and buy 3, 4 copies to resell later on the aftermarket. And to be honest with you, I don't usually really much ever sell something from my collection unless it's like an older Blu Ray release that basically I upgraded to 4K or things like that. I keep most of my collection because that's what I love doing, is collecting. But I absolutely hate to see that, honestly, a lot of folks just go out there, buy them just to resell them, and then folks can't get them at the regular price. And that is why I always tell all of you, my supporters and subscribers, that's why I work so hard to get these videos as fast out to you, so that way you can buy them at regular prices. But let me tell you, I'm thrilled we're getting Blazing Saddles, because I never thought I'd ever see this film. I applaud Warner Brothers for not only going the extra mile and providing a Dolby Atmos on this, but especially for this film, that in our current climate, Warner Brothers basically said, screw all the people that are easily offended. We're going to release a great comedy because it deserves to get a brand new 4K restoration, and they are not editing out the footage either. They were very specific. This is going to be the original way it was intended, without scenes taken out or edited out. I applaud Warner Brothers. Bravo for sticking to your guns and releasing this film, and especially showing that, you know what? I enjoyed comedies back when people didn't get as easily offended. You know, honestly, that was the point. It was supposed to be funny. It was a good time. This one is a big release. Make sure to order yours though, so you don't miss out on either edition. Now, another release we're getting here is The Crow from 2024. Now, I got a lot of questions asking what's the quality of this compared to the original Crow that I reviewed here on this channel. If you want to check out my original review of The Crow release that's on 4K, I really enjoy that film. This one is basically going in a slightly darker direction, using the original graphic novel and kind of changing things up. Now, I really will say it split the audience. Some people love it, some people hate it. It's really a mixed bag. It's not one of those that I can say I loved. It's one of those that you kind of have to see it for yourself and decide for yourself. Now, it is being released in an Amazon exclusive SteelBook slipcover release. So it's going to have a SteelBook with one of those clear, very unique slipcovers on it, just like the original Crow release that I reviewed here on this channel. So if you're interested in that at all, these are always in a very limited pressing, but it'll have a standard slipcover release in a standard case. I'll put both links depending on which one you're interested in, but they're being released as a native 4K with Dolby Vision HDR10 Master and Dolby Atmos audio mix. But I will warn you, personally for me, I did not enjoy the film as much as the original one that was released. This one is a lot different. Now, I always keep an eye out for all of you so you don't have to deal with the scalpers on the aftermarket. They hate that because I'm always trying to look out for your best, not for the scalpers. I have a massive update. Desperado is now back in stock as of publishing this video right this second. The limited edition SteelBook that was out of print and it sold out, you couldn't get it anywhere. It's finally back in stock for a limited print. My understanding is there's not too many of these. If you have not gotten yours yet, it's now available for those of you that missed out on it. This is the film I recently talked about that got a brand new 4K restoration with Sony and Arrow. This is one of those really cool limited edition SteelBooks that sold out really fast. Actually, right after I announced it, it was sold out. It hasn't been available since. It just came back in stock. If you have not gotten one yet, now is the time to order it before it's gone again. And then on the aftermarket, they were selling these for $140 to $150 on eBay. Just ridiculous. Right now you can get it at the regular retail price through that link down there below. Now, a big release I wanted to make sure all of you were aware of is The Bodyguard from Beijing. Now, this is the 1994 Jet Li action thriller. It's very good. Well, for its 30th anniversary, it got a brand new 4K restoration of the original camera negative and a Dolby Vision HDR10 Master, along with a mono audio mix. Now, this is coming in a limited slipcover edition set with limited edition contents. So they were very specific. The limited edition slipcover as well as the limited edition contents with the booklet inside, all of that will go out of print and will not be available. So I wanted to make sure all of you were aware of this because the studio did a ton of work on this release and it looks pretty darn good. Now, another massive update for all of you. Chinatown is finally back. The limited edition out of print Paramount Presents set is back in stock for a very limited time. Paramount explained they had printed so many, but basically the printers didn't get all of them printed at the time. That's why they went out of print and out of stock so fast. Well, the rest of that stock is now available for this limited edition set. It was going for hundreds of dollars on eBay. You don't have to pay those prices. I told all of you I'd let you know the second it was back available. Right now it's available through those links down there. Now my review, if you haven't checked it out yet, is available on this channel. I did an exclusive 4K versus Blu-ray image comparison. I dived into and tested it for all of you. You can check out that review. It's a stunning 4K release. That's why it sold out right away. Once this current stock is gone though, Paramount said it's not being printed again. That was just the leftover stock that the printer basically hadn't gotten out in time. Once it's gone, it's gone. So keep that in mind. If you have not gotten this yet, go down and pre-order immediately so you don't pay those ridiculous prices that they just are charging and ripping people off on eBay. Cannot stand those prices. That is why I will always continue to put my heart into these videos. I keep checking all this stuff for all of you. You know, I've already owned Chinatown for a long time. I've owned Desperado, but I go and check this stuff out to make sure to let all of you know, because I don't want all of you to have to pay those prices. That's why I constantly check all of this for all of you. And I'm always putting my heart into all of this for all of you because I know as a collector it's hard when you can't pay or afford those ridiculous prices. And so I want to make sure you can get these for the best prices while they're at retail prices so you don't pay those on the aftermarket. Now, it's always extremely important to show your support of these videos to click through those direct Amazon sale links right down there below. Those links down there never cost you a penny extra. But you see, when you click and buy through those links, that's what supports the time, the effort, the work, all the special effects that I put into all of these massive videos. That's how I can afford to spend all this time constantly looking for things for all of you, updating all of you, gathering all this data and creating these massive videos. It's only through you, my viewers and subscribers support, by using those direct Amazon sale links down there below and joining my Collectors VIP Club. Collectors VIP Club truly only costs you a couple of bucks every month. There's several tiers, but all of that money goes back into the creation of these videos, the software, the camera equipment, and everything. I just want to say thank you. I'm continually blown away by the massive growth in physical media, the support all of you are showing. It's truly wonderful. I'm amazed at what's going on in the industry. It's blowing up. People are excited about all these movies coming out, and they're excited about this channel, and I love it. Let's keep this channel growing. The new goal is 200,000 by the end of this year. Keep sharing these videos, share these widely, let everybody know about this content. Let's get the channel to 200,000. Let's make this the biggest physical media channel in the world. I truly appreciate all of your wonderful support, and I truly hope all of you have a blessed day. I've always got something new, early, exclusive, and exciting coming out very soon.